everybody, and welcome back to Lego Explorers Giantfin Heroic. Today, that's what we're doing. We're playing with a Paladin deck, which is using Baron, which is really good in this matchup, as well as like Wild Pyromancer, Consecrates, Keeper of Voldemort is actually pretty decent as well. And I actually had to get a few packs to be able to get the Avenging Wrath, because I didn't have Avenging Wrath. But we have Avenging Wrath, and it actually kind of won us a game at the end of it. So, oh, and Hungry Crabs are really good as well. Just, I think that's kind of obvious, but, okay. So, I started off with, like, a really awesome curve. So, we had Zombie Chow into, Knife Juggler, and then we'll be playing Muster for Battle, and then we've got Alder, Keeper of Alderwar, that's what it's called. I call it Keeper of the Grove. Okay, so the idea is you want to try and, trade efficiently, but also try and trade into the correct minions. So the first half of the game, I think it was a very short game, but the first half of the game, he actually had tempo big time, especially with that card there, and then he brought back like a ton of Murlocs, and it was ridiculous. And is it the Oracle? It's not Oracle. But that one that gains +1 attack for each Murloc that you summon. That's pretty ridiculous as well. But Consecrate at this point was absolutely insane. So Consecrate saved the day there. If I didn't top deck Consecrate, then it would have probably have tumbled into a pretty big loss. But nevertheless, we do still have Older Peacekeeper, we still got Haunted Creeper, we've got all those things. And I top decked, right here, a second Older Peacekeeper, which is kind of relevant, but you want to use it for the body primarily. So we can use the guys to be able to take out the other Murlocs until we can draw into some sort of tempo swinging thing to do for us, right? So like playing Baron, which would stop him from keeping his Murlocs alive, and just generally things like that. So we want to keep control of the early game, which is how I played it anyways. I don't know if that's the actual way that you meant to do it, but whatever. I kept control in the early game until we drew into something that would maintain the board control whilst we're trying to deal the damage over time. So we buffed up one of our guys. We hero powered, and we used the Keeper of Alderwar to be able to take out these duets here. Now it was probably a good idea to use one of our 3/3s to take out one of the 3/2s. Did I do that? No, I didn't. I went play. It was probably a good idea. Either way, I think it's a valid thing to either trade or to go phase, because one, it's damage. Two, we had Wild Pyromancer in hand anyway, so if we drew into like a Consecrate, it would die anyway. We wouldn't even need the Wild Pyromancer. We drew into Piloted Shredder, meaning that we could use the Elder Peacekeeper and Piloted Shredder this turn. But you want to make sure that you use the trades efficiently. The weapon that you get with Muster for Battle is actually really good against the Murlocs, because a lot of them have 1 health, right? So we want to try and minimize as much damage to us as possible, because we'll be coming into range of lethal very shortly, especially if he had like you know, the war leaders and stuff with a full board of Murlocs, which is absolutely ridiculously OP. He's going to continuously have tempo there, remember, because he's got the card draw, and he's just got so many minions, it's ridiculous. I think at this point I top deck Baron. Yeah, there's Baron, which takes out all of his stuff. It does kill off 3 of my guys, but I mean, in comparison to the amount he loses, it's a lot bigger. Right. So we go down to 3 health, meaning that we are technically on a 2-turn timer because of Baron. So Baron is going to deal 2 damage to us at the end of each turn. Until then, we get Avenging Wrath, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's lethal. We make the trade first so we can get all the 8 damage to the face. And then we whoop his ass. There you go. That's how I did it. Avenging Wrath is actually really good in this. Bear in mind that you didn't even have to use it to lethal. You could use it to remove a ton of Murlocs, which is really good. And I hope you found it useful. See you later, guys. Goodbye. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our brand new free-to-play series. Right, we're going to do a free-to-play series. All right. We're still on EU. Oh, sorry, I just gotta sort my mic out. Just draw it. Sorry. We're still on EU, but I got a different account, and I'm not gonna be giving out the bits and bobs for that, whatever. So what class are we gonna be picking for the free to play? I wonder.